All right, so here is my review of my Qiewa QPOWER scooter. It's pretty dirty. I don't really clean it that much, but I have rode the heck out of it in the last 3 months. So here it is. So I have put, let's see here. I have put 782 miles on it so far. I drive it 10 miles each way to the train station, and then a mile from the train station in Seattle up Seattle Hills to where I work, and then back every day. I usually charge it when I get to work, so it's fully charged. I've never actually ran it out of battery. I think it would probably make it there and back without charging. I just don't need to because I can charge it at work, so why worry about it? I run a single motor usually most of the time, unless I'm in Seattle, then I run 2 motors going up the hills. And this, I weigh 192 pounds with the backpack, or plus the weight of the backpack and clothes, and this thing will pull me up Seattle Hills at like 30 miles an hour. So that's pretty good. Average with a single motor on the way to work, I do about 35 miles an hour, depending on wind and everything else, but it's pretty flat. I live in the valley, so the ride to work is flat. The only issues I've had with it is I got a couple flat tires, and that's been inconvenient, but that's the risk you have when you have tube tires. These are split rim hub motors, so you can't really go with a solid tire. I wouldn't know if I'd suggest it anyways. Not a big fan of the solid tire, but as you can see, the shocks, everything is a smooth ride. I've had it up to 47 miles an hour, and it is solid. Excuse my messy garage. It is solid, and rides very stable at 45 miles an hour. You'd be shocked. It handles everything I put it through, and it's been very consistent. I've had no issues with the scooter whatsoever. One of my lights came loose and fell off, but it was just a matter of just from the vibrations of constantly riding it. So like anything, you got to constantly check the bolts and wires and everything. I did have an issue with the charger. The charger stopped working at one point, and I got a hold of the company via message over Amazon. They immediately respond back. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but I believe he's out of Wisconsin, if I remember right, and got a hold of me. I sent him a video of, had him check some stuff. We thought maybe it was the relay port going in. I hooked an ohm meter up to it. Everything was fine. We figured out it was the charger. He immediately sent me another charger. I had it within a week and at no cost. So the customer service of this company is great. I know it's a little sketchy. You can get a little wary buying stuff out of China, but I bought it through Amazon and got the extended warranty. I believe it shipped out of Wisconsin, so I believe they ship it to Wisconsin and then they ship from there in the United States. If you want to know like seeing it riding, there's a guy called The Scooter Guy on YouTube. He has bought one. He lives in Northern California, and he takes it on gravel roads all the time. He has beat the heck out of that thing and really put it through its paces. He's the reason actually why I went with this scooter, because of the abuse he put it through, and it's held up. So anyway, so that is my review of the QPOWER. If you're looking for an alternative way to commute, and this thing saves me about an hour a day. The 9 miles from the train station to Ording is a single road, one lane road, and it gets backed up crazy. It could take 45 minutes to go those 9 miles. I can get there in about 17 minutes with this thing consistently. So I love it. It's a little cold right now. I mean, I live in Washington. It rains all the time. You got to wear some rain gear. And I don't ride it when it's frozen because that's a little too dangerous. But I really look forward to being able to ride it again in the summer. And I haven't noticed any declination in the battery. It's still holding quite strong. And I don't really foresee any issues. I can see me probably replacing the brake pads here pretty soon, but other than that, it's a solid deal. If you look, like I said, if you're looking for an alternative way to get away from traffic or just an all-around scooter, this thing does awesome. So it's got plenty of power, plenty of speed, and yeah, good luck.